Hi guys, what's up? This is Tonerton and this is my video review for Assassin's Creed 3. I got this one for the PC, so it took a month for me to play the game. I believe the console release was around October 30. I have to wait a month before I could play the game. Anyway, this is my first review, so I hope you guys could bear with me. I've been wanting to review other games, but somewhat I got busy and stuff. I don't know, but Assassin's Creed 3 really got into me, so I think I should really do a review for this game. Now let's talk about the story. Without giving too much of the plot, after the events and revelations, Desmond and his team of assassins move to the Grand Temple, where Juno tells Desmond that he needs to find the key and some power source to open the gate in order for them to save the world from total destruction. The game does a great job in telling a backstory of Desmond Miles earlier in the game. This makes newcomers of the series understand the game's storyline better. But I highly suggest that you guys should try the previous games so that you could fully understand the complex story of the AC series. So the narrative of this game is well written too, because there are moments that you will be really immersed with the story, and you could hardly put the controller down. I have only two gripes though. The game's storytelling in some part in the end is quite, in a sense, lazy. This means that it could be better. Without any spoilers, the main part could be better. And the other gripe would be the ending. Now, Desmond Miles needs to have a better ending. But aside from that, the story is good. It's really fun, especially the cutscenes. It was really great. You could really feel the characters. Connor was, for me, I like the concept that they did with him. Connor was really a assassin who is noble. Unlike Ezio, who is like a ladies' man, and of course he also has Ezio was driven by revenge. Connor was doing this to protect his people and for freedom. So they really did well in conveying Connor, the assassin of this era of the American Revolution. And some people say that it's kind of slow in the beginning, but personally I love the pacing of it because it gives you character development. So the first parts of the game were purely character development, and in the end it really pays off. So brilliant narrative. I really enjoyed the narrative of this game. There are also other moments that made me cry a bit or teary-eyed because of some events that happened in the game. Like I said, character development in this game is really good. It's really well done, so you'll really feel for the characters in this game. Each sequence, after finishing sequence 3, it was really good. And I want to know what happens in sequence 4 and sequence 5, and then by the time at sequence 6 it gets better. So the story is really well paced for me. It's not that slow, it's not boring. It's all about character development. So that's all I could say in the story without spoiling anything. Now let's talk about graphics. Graphics for this game is insane. They really did a good job in the graphics department. I mean, thanks to the new engine called Anvil Next, they were able to improve the lighting, the scenery, the character models, and the movements of the people, NPCs. They could put more than, I think, 2,000 NPCs in one area. It was really great. In the cities of New York, Boston, and in the frontier were very beautiful. Now the trees in this game look beautiful. They were really well made, and not only the trees, like the forest areas. That's all I can say again about the graphics. It's really eye candy. And the gameplay is somewhat more different, yet the same. If you get what I'm trying to say. The combat has improved much. It's like they made it more cinematic, and it's way more brutal now than it ever was. Of course the other games were brutal, but this one is way more brutal. Now they also have some enemies attacks differently and defense differently. If you battle out with a brute, you can't just simply mash square or X if you're using an Xbox 360 controller and just kill them. You can't do that because they're gonna counter you. So each enemy has its own weakness. So there are easy enemies, there are medium enemies, but there are also enemies that you have to. The only way for you to defeat them is if you counter. Okay, you can't just press the attack button and then attack them. You can't kill them that way. You should wait for them because they are immune, or should I say, they are able to counter your attacks. And again, also there are some enemies that are easy enough to kill using your tomahawk and stuff like that. And the weapons here are cool too. Connor he's a dual blader, if that makes sense. He wields dual blades. It's really fun. And sometimes if the enemy, two enemies attack you at the same time, and if you press the counter button, then there's this brutal scene that Connor's gonna do, and he's gonna wipe their butts out. He's gonna kill them with their weapons and stuff. It's very cinematic, so it's really good. It's really fun to watch Connor dismantle some redcoats. The tree climbing in this game is really good. For a game like this, it's like silk. It flows so smooth, and it's really fun. I gotta say, I got addicted for quite some time, just climbing trees, doing some eagle vision, or should I say synchronization from the top. You know, where you get climb at like in the previous Assassin's Creed games, you climb at the top of buildings. There's one time I was addicted climbing. I would just run off and just climb trees in the frontier or in the homestead. You have Achilles there. Achilles is your mentor. He's the leader of the assassins, and he's gonna help you. He's gonna train you. He's gonna train Connor to become an assassin, and he lives in a homestead. And then in the homestead, you have people there who you could help. So these are NPCs. Oh my goodness, the naval combat in this game is absolutely fun and thrilling. They could make a game of their own with this thing. It's really fun having your own ship and blasting other ships to smithereens. It never gets old, especially when you upgrade your ship to its full capacity. Conquering the sea in this game has never been so well integrated in a game that it puts other pirate ship games to shame. And it's safe to say that Assassin's Creed 3 nailed it with this one. Like, seriously, they really did well in these naval battles. And I'm really impressed with this. Now for my lasting appeal. I really love the improvements they made with this game. Having played AC1, AC2, AC Brotherhood, and AC Revelations, I can honestly say that this is far the best and most fun in the series. There are a few hiccups here and there, but it wasn't all that game-breaking. And of course, I forgot to mention the soundtrack in this game is phenomenal. They did a great job with the music here. It really captivates the player, and the overall ambience and immersiveness of the game. The composers really did a swell job. So anyway, in closing, Assassin's Creed 3, is it worth your time? Yes, it is. Of course it is. I think it is. And you really got a bang for your buck with this game, because there are a lot of things to do besides the main storyline. And you have gameplay that is altogether fun. The narrative is good, and it brings you a ton of immersiveness-esque in the game. I've been playing around 40 hours of gameplay and story missions. So and I'm not finished yet with some of the side missions, like the feathers and the other two side missions. There are lots of things that you could do. This is really a great improvement in the series. I give Assassin's Creed 3 a 9 out of 10. Thanks guys, this is tonerton and hope you will like the review. Peace!